Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Empowering Women in Chiropractic, brought to you by ChiroSecure. I'm your host, Dr. Kathy, and today we're going to talk about four, and I know there's a lot, but we're going to talk about four of the keys to practice success. So, without further ado, let's just jump right in because first and foremost, and this one should always be top of your list for whatever goals you're setting, is number one, get real with yourself. That means sit tight with who you are. If it means getting in a mirror, if it means getting on paper, if it means going someplace and getting quiet, if it means traveling so that you can go just someplace where you can get internal with just you. It means getting real with who you truly are and what it is that makes you happy, what it is that brings you joy. What are the things that you do not want to do or do not want to tolerate? What are your non negotiables for what I have to have, want to do, desire to be, and choose not to ever experience again? When you get real with yourself, then you are so much better at making the plans for what it is you want to create or setting the goals or strategizing about how you're going to get to the next level. But it all starts with being honest and true about who you really are, where you are in your life, and how you got to that place by the decisions and the choices that you've made. So get real with yourself. If you want to be successful in practice, if you want to be successful in relationships, if you want to be successful in your finances, if you want to be successful in your health pursuits, you got to get real with who you are and where you are. How did you get to this point? And what is it really going to take to get you to the next level? Are you willing to do that? See, I grew up in a household where we always talked about you can be who you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do, and you can have all the things you want out of your life if you're willing to do what it takes. So just because you say you want a certain level of practice, or you want to have multiple offices, or you want to see a certain volume of patients, are you willing to do what it takes? Do your shoulders really want to do that work? Does your time schedule really allow for that? Do you really want to spend that much time away from your family or your children or your personal goals or your hobbies or whatever it is? Figure out the truth about who you are. Don't try to fit into somebody else's model or somebody else's box or somebody else's diagram of this is how the perfect practice and the perfect life is supposed to be. No, create the practice and the life that's perfect for you and define your own success. And that begins by number one, getting real with yourself. Be honest, brutally honest, the ugly truth about who you are, what you like, what you will not tolerate, and how you got to this place and what it's going to take to get to the next level. And then once you do that, you move into step number two, second key to success. That is your weaknesses. And that really is about, you're not going to like this one, exploiting your weaknesses. Find the things that really, really, really are not your thing and then make them your strengths. Exploit your weaknesses until they're no longer weakness. If you don't like doing exams, you either have to hire someone and be dependent on that person forever or training the next person, or you can't fire them because you need them, or you exploit your weakness and you get so good at doing exams that you can train anyone to do them. And if somebody works for you and they want to leave, you don't care. You're great at doing them. You go in, you do them until you find the next best person that's going to help you out to do them, right? Whatever your weakness may be, find it, work on it, exploit it to the point where that becomes your strength. And when you learn how to do that, now you're not held back by the things you can't do or the people that you feel like you need so that they can do the jobs that you don't want to do. You can get to say, you know what? You are holding me back, or you're not moving forward with us, or you're not helping us on our pathway towards success. This is what I need you to do to work harder, work smarter, work better, or the train is going to keep moving with or without you. So when you no longer have those weaknesses, you no longer have a dependency on people, places, circumstances, situations that may be holding you back. So find your weaknesses. You do that by getting real with yourself, but find your weaknesses and then exploit them and work on them until they become your strengths. Now, another key to success, and by far these are not the only keys to success, we're just narrowing it down and giving you four of them today, but another key to success is commit to learning and developing yourself. Before you can learn and develop and help other people grow, you've got to really learn, develop, and grow on your own. So find the things that interest you, find the things that excite you, find the things that you want to be better at. Maybe you want to be a better adjuster, maybe you want to learn how to do extremities, maybe you want to learn a new technique, maybe you want to learn how to speak to specific groups of people in your community, but yet you're not quite there, you're not prepared to do that. What do? Learn, grow, develop yourself, reach into people who can help you out. Go out and find mentors or coaches or leaders who are already doing it and sit and learn from them, with them. Watch what they do, emulate them, become more like the person you want to be. I'm not saying become like somebody else, become more like the person you want to be by committing to yourself to learn, develop, and grow in the direction that you want to go. Because here's how life works. If you just keep doing the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, you get good at this routine, but there's other stuff over here that you haven't been doing, haven't been learning, and it's not part of who you are. Therefore, it's not going to be part of who you become. Until you stop doing the same thing every single day and calling it a life, and you say, but I want to learn something else, and I'm not really good at it right now, but I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to get back up. I'm willing to stumble and keep moving forward. That's how you then get good at something else. And then you learn that. And then you add another thing. And then you add another thing. And then you add another thing. And you just keep growing and expanding. And you have infinite possibilities and infinite potential to learn and grow. So why not learn and grow and develop yourself in the direction that you want to go? This way, you become a better person along the journey, a more well rounded person. You have more skills, more experiences, more knowledge, and more wisdom to bring forth with you to share with your patients, your community, with the world, with your family, with your loved ones. But by learning and growing and developing yourself overall, we become better people. We don't just sit still, because if you're doing the same thing, the rest of the world is kind of passing you by. And at a certain point, catching up is really hard to do. So commit to learning and growing now so that you can become the better version of yourself a little bit each day. You don't have to do a gazillion things one time to get better. You got to do a little bit every day and make that little bit every day part of who you are in your pursuit of who you want to become. Now, I'm going to give you one more key to success, because there's, like I said, there's tons of them out there, but I think these right now, if you just commit to these four, we said, get real with yourself, be honest about who you are, where you're going, what you've done, and how you got to where you are. Exploit your weaknesses, figure out what's not your strongest aspect, and then work on it. Make it stronger. If it's your triceps, work on them so then your triceps are balanced out. It's not just your biceps, right? Whatever it is, if it's a body part, if it's a part of the office, if it's something to do with relationships or raising your kids, if your communication skills need a little help, whatever your weaknesses are, exploit them, make them your strengths. And then we said number 3, commit to learning and developing yourself. But number 4 of the 4 keys we're going to give you today is be known for being that person who shows up. Show up. Your presence alone changes conversations. You walk into a room, conversations change. You walk into a room, heads are going to turn. You know why? Because you're there. Why? Because you're a leader, because you're a professional, because you know how to carry yourself, because you're there with a purpose, with a mission, with a vision, with a reason, and you're going to walk in on fire for chiropractic, for your life, for your purpose, for your goals, and you're going to walk in determined to affect change. So be known for showing up in your community while you're growing your business, even when your business is already big and grown and it's established and you still want to grow it. Be known for showing up. Show up at the events, show up at the fundraisers, show up at the sporting opportunities, show up to the organizations or to the charitable events. When you have time, give time. When you don't have time, give money, but be known for showing up so that you become a fixture in your community. People don't just drive back, past your building and not even notice it. They drive past and they're like, oh, that's Dr. Kathy. She's the MC for the concerts, or she does the events in the community, or she helps out on this committee, or she is on that committee, right? Be that person that people know they can count on you, because you're going to be there to show up, to pitch in, to help out, to connect people, because that might be your gift. You might say, you know what, I don't have the time to help, but I know a roofer and a gutter person that I can connect together that can help on this charitable project that we're working on to restore somebody's house, whatever it may be. Just be that person who shows up. And when you show up with an attitude of giving, loving, and serving, right? Loving service. Show up with that attitude of how can I help? How can I be of service? How can I lend my gifts, my treasures, my talents to this event, this experience right here that's going on? And as you do that, get to know the other people, the other movers, the other shakers, the other leaders, the other people in your community who are making things happen. And together you can start to improve your community on a bigger scale so that when people see your name, they know that you are someone who helps out. You're someone who's always there. You're someone who put their roots down in their community so that they know you're not going to be here today, gone tomorrow. I built my building. I built it in 2004 because I wanted the community to know this is where we are. I'm not going anywhere. I put my roots down. I've been in this building for 20 years, 19 years, because I want people to know I am committed to this community, to helping this community thrive, to helping this community succeed, to helping this community. And that's what you want to do. Be known for showing up. So look, quick wrap up. We gave you 4 keys to success today. There's tons more. You need to know about finances. You need to get out of poverty consciousness. You need to take care of your health. You need to make sure that you are a great adjuster and that you're helping your team learn and grow and develop them, right? But today, what we really want to talk about is the 4 keys that we shared. Number 1, get real with yourself. Number 2, exploit your weaknesses, make them your strengths. Number 3, commit to learning, developing, and growing yourself before you can help others. And then number 4, be known for showing up. You do those things, your practice, your personal life, your goals are going to be a lot easier to achieve. You're going to take off. You're going to do big things. Listen, I want to thank you because I know you ladies show up. You show up in your lives. You show up for your patients. You show up for your families. You show up for the organizations that matter. And you show up here for ChiroSecure's Empowering Women in Chiropractic. We couldn't do it if you weren't watching. We're so thankful that you've been watching us for years right here with ChiroSecure, because if you continue to show up and we can continue to deliver great messages with lots of different speakers, then together as a profession, we can start to reach a bigger audience. And I know you're doing it, and I'm so thankful for you. I hope to see you somewhere along the journey. But for now, I will say goodbye, everybody. I'll see you next time.
Join us each week as we bring you the best in business growth, practice management, social media marketing, networking, leadership, and lots more. If it's about women in practice and business, you'll hear it here. This has been a ChiroSecure production.